Which one we doing?
Yeah, go live right there. Yeah.
Are we good? Are we on?
Hey, hit the button.
Dog, hit the button. Dude, what's wrong with your stuff, man?
Shh, this nigga, you fucking up, no.
No, let's go to the regular one,
I
man.
can't do everything. What's good? What's good? What's good, good people? Welcome to the couch. It's your boy, El Banger the Don.
Yeah, I'm Ayo the King, man. We back again for another week, doing our weekly sports show, The Couch. Bringing y'all some live updates, whatever going on in the sports world. So once again, we're going to do this. We're going to kick this off by what happened last week in the sports world. NFL playoffs.
Good playoffs. Good playoffs.
Good player. We're going to start this off with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking a loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which I predicted, by the way, last week, but nobody believed me.
Nigga, you also predicted the Titans were going to beat New England.
Hey, look here. I'm 50%. I take that any day of the week. 50% is great.
I'm 50% too, so your point, man.
Hey, I got one right. I ain't 0%. I ain't get both of them wrong.
I'm not 0% either, man.
Hey, look here. Look, like I said, Pittsburgh took that loss. Jacksonville is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? They will be beating the Patriots this week. But about the last week, they started off real hot, went up 21-0. Pittsburgh did their usual thing by coming back with all the weapons they got. It was a pretty good game. What you think about that one?
Very exciting game. 45-42 was the final score. A lot of offense, no defense, especially by the Pittsburgh Steelers. When I say especially by the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all probably thinking, oh, maybe he tripping, he watched this game. The Jacksonville clearly had, 42 points scored on them. But all the Pittsburgh scores were very difficult, like spectacular catches and good route running and great hands by Antonio Brown and miscommunication on the defensive end of Jacksonville. So, yeah, they scored 42 points, but Pittsburgh defense definitely looked weak today, last week. There's no excuse for that. For a team that was definitely favored by a lot of points, they definitely looked weak today.
Yeah, they looked weak. Looked pretty weak. I mean, still a pretty good game. They kept it together. I mean, I didn't expect Blake Bortles to be able to keep it together as much as he did against that team with that type of pressure.
No, he had a good game plan. Jacksonville had a good game plan. Run, Fournette, play action. Simple.
Yeah, it was simple.
And he converted all the third downs that he needed to convert. He definitely had a good game plan. Jacksonville had a good game plan.
So with them being put out, the news is Le'Veon Bell possibly leaving. What you think, man? You think he's gonna come back next year, or he's gone for good? What you think?
His words were, "They franchise tag me again. It's possible that he'll sit out the whole season. The whole season." Can you see him sitting out the whole season?
I don't see him sitting out the whole season, but I see him forcing their hand for them to trade him. Definitely, I see that. That he is good trade bait. They can get some more pieces.
Great trade bait.
Definitely great trade bait.
Second best running back in the league, so he is great trade bait right there. But I don't see Pittsburgh trading him. They probably gonna force his hand, see how long he gonna sit out. My thing is pay the man. But from my understanding, he can't make the practice. To the walk around, practice, he showed his team sportsmanship is not good right now.
First off, his hand is a little stronger than Martavis Bryant when he wanted to get traded earlier. Shit. If he forces a trade, I'm pretty sure they'll make it happen because they know they can get back for him. So, anything you see changing over there besides that?
My hand is stronger than Martavis Bryant in the Pittsburgh organization.
Exactly. That's why they told him to sit down when he thought he was getting up out of there. Definitely ain't work for him. It'll work for Le'Veon, though. We'll go on to Vikings Saints. We'll call this game the game that number 43 lost. That's what we'll call it. I know what his name is, but he's on the type of level right now where his name doesn't need to be mentioned. His name is number 43.
Nah, you gotta show more respect. Because even Kamara, he was on, I forgot what show it was, but He even said he the reason the game got changed around because a lot of people keep forgetting that he definitely had an interception that changed that game around.
Oh, I could have won in that game and caught an interception.
No. Give him props. Let's give him his props.
Well, so I'm supposed to give you your props because you played. Oh, it's a 60-minute game. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a few good plays out of 60 minutes. The time when it comes down to the last couple of seconds of the game,
who else had an interception that changed the game around? He had the interception that changed the game around. I understand he made a poor decision on the last play of the game, but we get more into that, why he made a poor decision. But he was one of the reasons the game got changed around. Down 17-0, he had an interception that changed the momentum of the game. He possibly could have went down 20-0, 24-0, and that whole catch, the last minute happiest. Damn it.
Look, see, he got you confused. The same thing, same way he was confused on that last play. Let's get into the play. The play was 10 seconds left. Throwing the ball downfield to Stephon Diggs, man. Stephon Diggs catches the ball in the air. And here comes number 43, overrunning the play. Runs past the guy, knocks his own man out the way so he could, that changed the fact that he could have caught Diggs in the first place. And Diggs scores a touchdown, win the game the last second. Now, that's grounds for termination for me, man. I would let him go.
No.
I would have to let him go with something.
He's
like
a rookie who had 4 interceptions this year.
So what?
5, including the playoffs.
He's also a rookie, the reason they're not playing NFC championship game as well.
No, you could blame that on coaching as well, actually.
How you blame that on coach the last play of the
for
game?
leading him back there in that cover 2, whatever defense they were in, it was just dumb defense.
If he would have just waited till he caught the ball and tackled him, the game would have been over.
It's better said than done. We could sit right here and say that all day, but in that moment, being as though he's 20, 21 years old, in that moment, he made a play, aggressively came up too early, and decided, hey, I don't want to get this pass interference or roughing the receiver. So he laid up on it, ducked down. He not thinking, oh, this dude gonna catch the ball, tippy-toe the sideline, put his hand on the ground to save momentum and score a touchdown. He not thinking that. He's thinking, oh, I don't want to hurt my team.
Well, so that's what he was thinking. He was thinking, I didn't want to hurt my team.
Not knowing that play was going to actually happen.
You know what? Number 43, he's on the chopping block in my book. All right, man. So we're going to leave him alone. I mean, because I'm pretty sure he catching the high in New Orleans anyway. Move on to the Falcons-Eagles game, which was the most embarrassing game from a team that's coming off a Super Bowl run. Now, the Falcons, with all the weapons they have, and they have multiple weapons, there's not many teams in the league that have more weapons than the Falcons. They put up 10 points. None in the second half.
So very good Eagles defense. Like I've been telling people all year long that Eagles have a good defense. Those dome teams coming out the dome, playing in that cold weather, won't last.
Okay. Let's put it in perspective like this. The Falcons probably had the best 1-2 tandem in running backs in football. They had one of the best receivers, probably the second or arguably the first best receiver in all football, with Julio. They also had Sanu. They had other players on there. And they also had Matt Ryan. Now, all those weapons being said, they offered up 10 points against the Eagles team. Lost 15-10 to a team that didn't even have their possibly MVP quarterback. Now, how do you explain that, man?
There was a struggling offense the whole year. When Shanahan left, he's a brilliant offensive coordinator. He took away all that firepower. They was in a new offensive system. They've been struggling all year. They barely made the playoffs. We got to understand that too. They won the playoffs. They got a little high at the end. But all year long, this team has been struggling all year offensively all year. So wasn't nothing going to change. They left that dome, went up in Philly, 20-something degrees. Wasn't nothing going to change. With that good defense, wasn't nothing going to change.
0 points in the second half?
Okay. Now, which you want me to say? Matt Ryan has not been the same. Julio made some plays. He didn't make the big plays when it was needed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Definitely ridiculous. All right, last game, Patriots Titans, and a rather not disappointing or not even like good game. The same thing happened to the Titans that everybody else thought was gonna happen besides me was they got blown out. This game ain't even really worth talking about, really, because it wasn't much of nothing but a rout from the Patriots, man. The Titans proved why they shouldn't have been in the playoffs in the first place.
Never wanted to see him. Like I told you before, New England path is definitely an easy path this year. Like you had a bad first week. Your second week, you seen the Titans. Oh Lord. Then the third week, you're playing Jacksonville. Not saying Jacksonville's an easy team, but let's just take the two quarterbacks that Tom Brady had to face to get to the Super Bowl possibly. Murray Odom and Blake Bortles.
Mm-hmm.
And he has home field advantage. It don't get much easier for New England than that. Like, I'll be very surprised if they don't go to the Super Bowl because he's just playing two quarterbacks, both in their second year, two second-year quarterbacks. Like,
honestly, it's never too bad for New England. New England is like Cleveland in basketball. I mean, the AFC to them is Pittsburgh and nobody else. Man. That's all it is. Pittsburgh, nobody. Who else is actually going to beat the Patriots, man? But being as though that said, this week they're coming up against Jacksonville, who has the best defense in football. Great young cornerbacks, great young secondary altogether. Frontline people are great, man. Brady claims his hand is hurt. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of trick they trying to play on everybody right now, but I don't believe it.
he cut his hand in practice running into a
Yeah, like people who do that a lot. I mean, I don't believe he's as hurt as he's trying to put on, but
he came into the came in press conference with the gloves on.
Yeah, two. But then he had on two gloves. Like, wow, what was the two gloves for? It made no sense at all, man. But I think they're trying to cover the fact that they might be actually scared of this team. So what they're doing is trying to cop a plea in case they take
early excuses.
Yeah, early excuse. If they lose, there's Brady was hurt. That's why they lost. It's a sucker move, but in their eyes and towards the end of their careers with Belichick and Brady, I guess they're playing a smart move for people not think they're done. That's what it is.
This be the fall of New England.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't believe that New England is going to lose. I want them to lose, but if by any chance they decide that they will, that an upset can happen, this will be the fall of New England. Mark my words.
Well, Biz, though, I think they're going to lose. They're definitely going to lose. That young team is hungry. Reminds me of a young Seattle team a few years back. And they're definitely going to get it done against these guys. I don't think the Patriots have enough weapons to even contend with that secondary or them linebackers. Or a good enough running game to contend with that line that they had. So, yeah. It's going to be a double-digit loss. That's the way I see it.
Double-digit?
Double-digit loss.
Definitely not going to be a
double-digit loss.
But I hope Jacksonville beats New England. I don't see it, but I hope.
And another game, Vikings-Eagles. This should be an easy game for the Vikings, but seeing as though what the Eagles did to the Falcons, I have no idea how this game is going to turn out. I think the Vikings are going to win, but who knows, man?
Vikings are going to win. It's real simple. Vikings are going to win. I know I said the whole the dome team stuff, but that catch, that Minneapolis Miracle, that happened for a reason. Like, the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl.
So you saying that play is something that's going to be shown when they look back at how they got to the Super Bowl?
That one play will be shown in the history of Minnesota.
Now, you saying the history of Minnesota, are you saying it's like, I'm not going to go too far into what you're trying to say, but It kind of sounds like you saying Minnesota's got a strong chance to win the Super Bowl.
I just said Minnesota will win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Mark my words. Minnesota will go beat Philly. Minnesota will beat Jacksonville or New England. Whoever decides to come out that AFC, Minnesota will beat them.
Who defense you think is better, Minnesota's or Jacksonville?
Minnesota.
Are you serious?
Minnesota.
You think Case Keenum is better than Blake Bortles?
Yeah.
So you think they just an all-around better team than Jacksonville?
All around better team. They Fournette, the better running back, but Minnesota do it by committee. They have McKinnon and what's my guy name? Out of Oakland. I can't get his name right now.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah, Latavius Murray. They have 2 running backs. They do it by committee, but that's the only thing I see as far as like what they better in is just Fournette. Simple. If you line Jacksonville up against Minnesota, Minnesota gonna take care of that work, get them out the way. Simple.
Okay. So we going with, so your pick is Minnesota for the NFC and who for the AFC?
Cross my fingers. I believe New England is going to win, but I'm gonna cross my fingers and say I want Jacksonville to pull the upset. I respect New England. Like Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback ever. Belichick, the greatest coach ever. But I'm tired of New England. You know how that go. Like that's how the hate. I didn't even hate. I don't hate. The dislike builds up for the teams, the great players and great teams. You just tired of saying them. I prefer to see Jacksonville in the Super Bowl. Like a little bit more swag with that team. Young, they hungry. I prefer to see them than to see, oh, how's Tom Brady hand gonna hold up in the Super Bowl? Because after these games, it's a 2-week layoff.
Right.
So now we're 2 weeks ahead about fucking New England again. I don't wanna focus on New England again.
I want New England to lose too, because simple fact, I really don't like nobody over there, man. I despise Tom Brady. I could admit that, man. I hate that he wins so much. I love Eli Manning for taking 2 rings from him. What if it was no Eli? This dude probably has 7 rings right now. It's ridiculous, man. I don't want him to go to the Super Bowl and have 1 game chance of winning again. I'd rather him lose now, get it out the way. Being as I said that, I think the Jaguars going to win anyway because I think they're the better team for this situation, man, with this defense. And that Super Bowl, yeah, I got the Vikings going too. That's a rare agreement between both of us. That would be a battle of the 2 best defenses, man. And one in a Super Bowl. So that would be something to see, man. Definitely something to see right
Can't wait. Tune in tomorrow. Everything kick off 3 o'clock Eastern time. 2 o'clock Pacific.
So this week, man, last week we talked about running backs. We got to a big debate about running backs, who we throws the best. This week, we're going to do our quarterbacks. So, the way we're going to do it this week, we're going to go start with the top 3. Who do we believe is the top 3 quarterbacks in the game right now? I'm going to start with you. Just give me 3 quarterbacks, no specific order. Who do you think is the best?
Brady, Rodgers, Breeze? Brady, Rodgers, Wentz? I'll go Breeze.
You go Breeze because of experience?
Brady, Rodgers, Breeze. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Like, I'm not missing anyone. Like, them just sound like the right names just to say.
Only other name probably would be Big Ben.
Yeah, Breeze. Yeah.
I would go Rodgers, Brady, and the third one is so tough because it's like a toss-up, man. It's a toss-up between a few people, man. Before last week, I would throw Matt Ryan in there, but being as though he did in Philly, yeah, he can't be in there.
In Philly, you need to pay attention to what he did all year. I wouldn't throw him in there.
So, yeah, it probably would be Rodgers, Brady, and Breeze for me. Rodgers, Brady, Breeze, man. Even though Wentz would be a great third piece to put in there, it's still young. It was his second season really doing that. I got to see if he can do it again. Breeze been doing this on a consistent basis.
So, in the order. I see when I said Brady, Rogers, you sat there and said no particular order, but when it's your go, why you just gonna follow my lead and say Brady, Rogers, Brady? You had to say Rogers, Brady.
Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the game today, being as though what he could do on an all-around front at quarterback, man.
Where's my sound when I need it? Where's my picture that? Picture that.
Picture that. Look, man, he's the best, hands down, all together, on the run, best throw on the run in football. The best runner that could throw the ball in football. Best person in the pocket in football. Like, he's the best all around, period. Brady got him in the pocket. If we talking about strictly in the pocket, yeah, Brady has him. But we talking about all around quarterback, what people could do from all around aspects, Rodgers has this, man. It's,
5.
yeah, he has one.
1.
He has one. It's all good.
5 rings, the 1 ring.
I mean, he stays hurt. He got hurt a few times. His team has been banged up since he's been there, man.
Sounds personal.
Since he's been there. Even the Super Bowl that he won, he was down like 13 players, man. Like, come on, man. This dude got to get some kind of pass. I still think he's the best. And that's what it is, man. Honestly, when you talk top 3 quarterbacks,
You talking about this season?
we're talking about period, right down to the game. But when you talk top 3 quarterbacks, you're really throwing a third person in because you have to pick 3. Because when it comes to Rodgers and Brady, the dip between those is, yeah, nobody's actually close to them, man.
So are you saying in the game now, like
Yeah, the game.
this season?
This season, right now, whatever.
Well, Rodgers not in my top 3.
Why not? We talking about who plays, who's active, man. We're not talking about what just happened this season. We talking about, like, in the active body, who's the best, man. Who would you choose right now to win you a game, top 3? If everybody was healthy, who would you choose?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, but top 3. So you gave your top 3 of people you would choose, man.
Yeah, it's the same. Tom Brady, Rodgers, Brady.
Boom. Now, that's our top 3. We both agree on that. Because...
So you do agree Tom Brady first? I gave you my order.
No, I agree with Aaron Rodgers first. Tom Brady's second, and we agree that Breeze is third. I mean, like I said, he just got to get thrown in there because it got to be a third person.
When Rodgers needed to win that game against Carolina for playoff hope, did he win?
Oh, you talking about when his man phoned the ball? Yeah, he was about to win it.
Hey.
Yeah, his man phoned the ball. He can't help that. What is he supposed to do?
His ass long.
He threw the ball to him, and my man was hurt that game. Still out there throwing them things, man. About to win the game. Man fumbled the ball. Nothing he could do about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Collarbone messed up. He
Go
played.
sit his her ass down
He
there.
played a terrific game, man.
Nah, go sit his her ass down there. Simple.
So we got our top 3 right now. We can go top 3 all time. Can you name 3 quarterbacks all time that you feel is your top 3? No particular order again. This is who you got.
I'll say Montana, Brady, Peyton.
That's great. Even though Peyton is more of a seasoned quarterback, you still put him in your top 3.
2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, 1 don't count though. It counts, but it don't count.
2 Super Bowl rings. It's like number 1 in every statistical quarterback category in NFL history. Mm-hmm. So I get all the woo the playoff talk, but that is what it is. He has 2 rings, and he's number 1 in every statistical category.
Okay. Me, I would go. That's tough, man. It's tough because I don't want to leave Marino out. And
I left him out. You heard me. You heard my time. I left him out.
Marino was great, man. I'm going to have to go Montana, too. I would go I would have to go, bro. He got 5 rings, man. He did it at a high level, man. My third person would be none other than the great Brett Favre. Third best quarterback all time, man.
Who's your 3 again? Montana,
Brady, and Favre.
So you put Favre over top of Peyton.
Yes. Nobody, look here, I'm going to tell you like this, man. Favre was in his own class, man. You cannot put a tape on and teach a quarterback how to be Brett Favre. Every quarterback else there was, you can put a tape on and say, you can take this from him, you can take this from this guy. You can't do that with Brett Favre. You know why? Brett played his own type of way, man. Brett gonna go out there, he gonna throw that ball around, he don't care who's around you, he gonna throw it up. That's the way Brett did it.
So Brett is in front of Peyton Manning.
Yeah. What did you say when you capped off why Peyton was in there? You said he held the record in every statistical category. Who records did he break before he broke those records? All those was Brett Favre records.
Okay.
When Brett Favre retired, he was number 1 in every category for a quarterback.
Okay, but the person I had number 3 is the one who broke the records.
Yeah,
And who has 2 Super Bowl rings. So we're gonna talk about the playoff record for Peyton Manning. For somebody who only has 1 ring, let's talk about his playoff record.
He 2 up on my man though. He 2 up on my man in years because he played 20 years also. But his first 2 years he actually played. Brett Favre was on the bench. Imagine if Brett Favre actually played those years in Atlanta before he went to Green Bay. He was in Green Bay when he
added more to his interception total. Simple.
I'm gonna ask you this: how great is it for somebody to be number 1 in touchdowns and number 1 in interceptions? You do realize how hard that is, right? To be number 1 in both of those.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not a good thing. It's not a good accomplishment.
I mean, being number 1 in interceptions is not a good accomplishment. How great do you have to be number 1 in both? You understand? Like, you wouldn't think the person who's number 1 in interceptions would be number 1 in touchdown. You wouldn't think that. That's greatness, man.
Greatness.
You know what?
That's great in badness.
You know
great
what,
that
man?
he was number 1 in touchdowns, though. Bad, he was in the interception. Yeah. Great badness.
You know what, man? I'm not even going to go on with this, man. Look here.
Jesus
I'm going to ask you
Christ.
this. Well, the question I'm going to ask you, I'm pretty sure you already got an answer to. Because I was going to ask you, who in these 3 do you feel could be better than the Legends 3? But you already had Tom Brady in it. So that would have to cancel out. You have 2 more. You got Rodgers and you got Breeze. Do you think Rodgers and Breeze could ultimately be better than Montana or Peyton? Either one.
Probably no.
Neither one.
No.
Is it like a Super Bowl thing or what?
It depends. No. Rodgers possibly can be better. He could possibly be better.
Now, who would he be better than?
Probably just Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just Peyton. What backs Montana thing up is the rings. Like
4 rings.
Yeah,
Okay.
he ain't really had no special like standout numbers. Good numbers for a career,
Mm-hmm.
but he has 4 rings, and he played the greatest wide receiver of all time. So possibly depends if Rodgers can get 2 more rings. If you give me 2 more rings, then yeah,
You put him in front of Montana?
yeah. Cause I ain't the type that's you got 4. Your 4, his 4 beat his 3. I'm not that type. No.
Yeah, I mean that's why neither one of us said Terry Bradshaw.
Is exactly like
He has 5, and nobody put him up there. So me, yes,
Yeah.
it would be Aaron Rodgers.
podcast.
Yes, it would be Aaron Rodgers who I feel could be the one to overtake one of them. And my top 3 with Montana, Brady, and Favre, I think he would be able to overtake Favre and possibly Montana. That would be my two. The Brady thing, even though me personally, as a person who really likes Rodgers, I would say he's better than Brady. But yeah, I don't think he will be viewed as better than Brady.
Yeah.
But Favre and Montana, if he gets a couple more rings, I think people already think he's better than Favre. A lot of people think he's better than Favre. I don't think people in Green Bay believe he's better than Favre.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend.
Favre, yeah, that's still Favre's town, man. But yeah, he could be better than Montana and Favre for sure. All right, man. So being as though it's Super Bowl time coming up, not too much football going on, man. We got basketball coming up that's already in full circle.
Yeah.
So we'll get into talking about that soon.
Real soon. Matter of fact, next week might drop a few topics of basketball, so be looking out for that. Might.
So it's been another great session of the couch. Just getting started, man. We just starting off strong. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep coming at y'all. More topics, more sports, more greatness. We're going to get this done, man. Thanks for tuning in. Ayo signing out.
Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the page. Ayo Lee, the couch.
And that would be Ayo Lee, Ayollee, all together. Space that out to the D-A couch, Couch. Follow us on YouTube. Get at us.
For real. Let's get it.